Hey guys, Jonathan here, and WWDC 2016 is slated for tomorrow, but before the live stream drops, here is what to expect. Now more specifically, WWDC happens June 13th, 2016, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and if you're anywhere else in the world, I will drop a link below along with where you can check out the live stream. First and foremost, I think it's pretty safe that we can bank on an update to iOS, and more specifically iOS 10. There's been a rumor floating around that Apple may shock the world and drop iMessage for Android, which would be amazing. That is like kittens plus ice cream level awesome, just not together. But as magical as that sounds, and believe me, I would love to have iMessage for Android, we gotta slap ourselves back to reality because the actual chances of that happening are slim to none. What actually may happen though is finally the ability to hide stock applications. And if you're on Android and you've been able to do this for the past 59 years, that is awesome. But for once, let's just throw a little love towards iOS's way and be happy that they could finally join the party. Now on top of that, it's also expected that we'll see a complete overhaul and redesign of Apple Music, which personally I think is much needed. I am still Team Spotify, never really could get fully invested into Apple Music. There's just something about it that never really hit home with me. So at this point, any changes or especially a redesign would no doubt be welcomed. Beyond that, I think it's also safe to say that we'll see improvements and updates to Apple Pay. And what has me intrigued is the potential for person-to-person money exchange. So that way, if your friend has money for fake mustaches and won't pay up, now you can collect through iMessage.
Morning.
Now, less concrete iOS 10 rumors include potentially the addition of more 3D touch gestures. This dude, Sam Beckett, has a really sweet concept video which shows how it could work in Control Center. And honestly, if that did happen where you could dive deeper and get access to various layers of control, that would be amazing. The concept video also shows what a dark theme could look like on iOS 10. And again, much like iOS for Android, it would be amazing if that happened, but I would not put your money on it. Following that, the next big update you can expect at WWDC is OS 10 10.12, which may not be called OS 10 10.12. What that actually means is there's a good chance we'll see a name shift from OS 10 to simply macOS, which will line up more consistently with tvOS, watchOS, and of course, iOS. The bigger variable than that though is the name. We all know Apple ditched the cats a while back, but are they going to continue with the California National Park theme? I mean, I could see Craig and his beautiful, beautiful hair up there on stage saying, "Welcome to macOS Sequoia, Mojave, Joshua Tree, Golden Gate, Alka," and that's probably not going to happen, or there's potential to completely change the theme altogether. As far as features go, the big additions that are rumored to happen right now are the implementation of Siri and an update to Photos. As many of you are aware, Apple decided to old yeller iPhoto and replace it with a very basic Photos app, and while that was extremely minimal, I think we can look forward to some more complex functionality being brought back to the app. Following that, the next thing you can expect are updates to both tvOS and watchOS, although I wouldn't expect anything major. There is more than likely not going to be an announcement of a new Apple Watch, but more than likely what everybody wants, more bands. But on a serious note, these announcements are more of a, hey, look at us, we're still alive, because something cooler is happening later in the year. Finally, the last thing to expect is to expect nothing at all as far as hardware goes, and this is probably the most disappointing thing. There's been so much talk about completely redesigning MacBook Pros, MacBook Airs, 5K Thunderbolt displays with a freaking GPU inside, and as much as that gets me excited, we are probably not going to see that happen tomorrow. On the bright side, however, I do think at some point this month we are going to see updated MacBook Pros, so definitely make sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on that. Or if you're feeling a little down, just take a look at this beautiful retro MacBook, which you have a chance to win. Details on that are down below, and if you can't watch the stream but want to stay updated, make sure to follow me on Twitter and Snapchat because I got you.